boat. We got ourselves a boat. A boat. We got ourselves a boat. A boat. We got ourselves. I'm jumping.
Hey everybody, welcome to the weekend, and I am
Welcome.
Sir Diggs with Hands of the Black Pants Legion, and with me as always,
I'm Psydoc.
Forever Mayor Psydoc.
That'd be Rudy.
Rudy, Forever Mayor.
Oh! Sorry, cleaning. Sorry.
Very strange though, when you share all the kinds of experience I have with my vehicles, you start seeing them as almost friends. The Jeep, for example, got me out of an almighty scrape in the Karnak. Okay, thanks, Laura. But yeah, we're still working on Laura's stuff. We fixed her obstacle course. We did the outside of the front of her house. Now we're gonna do her vehicles. We got a boat. We got a Jeep. Welcome everybody. It is good to see you all. Night Owl, Grimos, Vulcan. Good to see you. Good to see you. AK, I'm surprised you're still here. Isn't it time for you to make an excuse and go away? And Lucky Omen, Kathy. Good to see you. Darth Dragon. Yes, this game does give you an achievement for pushing a soccer ball up a dinosaur head thing in a slide. Spyra, good to see you. Hope you're getting a nice fat stogie going.
Okay.
This needs a sensor bar. Is borderline pornographic. I know, right? Anyways, we'll get on. We're gonna start cleaning this punk. Me and Psydoc are gonna look at these things. Look at that. Terrible, terrible.
You can open the doors and close them.
Oh, that's cool. What about the trunk? What about the door? What about the
You
boat
can't.
door?
I don't know. Maybe you can.
There's no boat door. All right, let's get going. You guys know what it is. It is the weekend, Zen. We're gonna actually. I gotta put on some Zen. There we go.
How much were you getting paid for this one?
Like $75.
God.
I know.
Laura. No
So,
wonder she stays rich.
Yeah, she stays rich by making sure that her help and her friends, as she likes to put it, remain cheap.
Or destitute.
Yeah, one of those two. But there's like something we do here on the weekends, and you probably have all been here before. If you're new, welcome. This is the end of the week stream with me and Psydoc.
Oh.
We'd like to see people highlight their messages with something positive that happened during your week that you'd like to share with everybody. We can always choose to go first, or we can wait for some people to chime in.
Let's let other people go.
Yeah, we're gonna let you guys drive the goodness of this week. I know some of you are having some bad weeks, some of you are having some good weeks, but we want to hear about something positive that came from this week. Something positive. There's a tire so dirty. Strange how these things always find their way to you when you need them the most. Yes, vehicles are destiny. They show up when you need them.
Almost like somebody out there is probably planning ahead of you, Laura, to assist you.
Crazy.
It's almost like there's other people.
All right, starting strong. Cast Destroyer, I turned old yesterday. Happy birthday, Cast
Happy birthday.
Destroyer. It's my birthday too. Happy birthday. Happy birthdays all around for cats. Hope you enjoyed a wonderful birthday. AK did the dishes yesterday. You know what? That's a plus. It's fun. It's good to see that you're doing anything at all. That's really good. It's good to see that you're up and at 'em.
I'm glad you're doing things.
Dishes are, they build up a bit. If you do them like right away, which if you have the impulse to just do them right away, it's fine. But the second they build up, you just get more and more discouraged as you realize how much is in there. Vulcan's been chilling with Phil Oxlander all week. Yeah, I heard that you were hanging out with H redacted dude. Glad you guys got to meet up. Hope it's all going well over there. We made air fried tandoori chicken for dinner tonight. It was amazing. I don't even know what that is, but I want a piece, especially because it's amazing.
Oh, it's chicken.
It's chicken. I like chicken.
We
actually yesterday we had sushi and we had some curry katsu. So, I love chicken.
You
Not
definitely like your chicken.
And I like my sushi.
You can't play a game? Yeah, I'm eating chicken.
You ate chicken. Grimo said this week's been busy. Did the interview with someone in the field trying to break into. Hung out last week and got some tanks from Sav Game in Battle. Heck yeah. I also like those models. Also walk dogs many times. Yes. Haiku Maisei says filed all my taxes. I still need to do that. I am still waiting on property tax, and it is annoying the crap out of me because I hate being late. I usually do my taxes at the moment they show up, but this year has been a heck of a year of getting everything kind of, put together and fully fleshed out.
Yes, you definitely do have some more confusing taxes this year.
Yeah, it's been a rough year all around, including the taxes part. So glad that it's coming to an end at least. Ah.
God bless accountants.
Yeah, if only I knew a good one. Whoa, Vulcan with a year sub to Leo Mooses. Thank you, Vulcan. You should not be giving gift subs, man. You need to be taking care of yourself around these times.
I thought you did have a good accountant.
What?
I thought you did have a good accountant.
Oh no, I meant I was taking a shot at Jake.
Oh, you took a shot at Jake? Oh, okay, yeah.
Wish I knew a good accountant. I'm letting to stare at Jake. My accountant is proving to be annoying because they are not, I don't know, like it's not really their fault. They're waiting as much as I am. But it's like, oh man, it's just so much extra to do. Hey,
it is. And we appreciate
giving back
you for all the work with the Zen, because yes, I think as we discussed, bits are a unique form of currency or something to use in.
Yeah, it is considered digital, like gifts. It's very strange. Thank you guys.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Night Owl, for the 100 bits.
I'm just happy that Night Owl is making it much harder for you. Keep going, Night Owl. I like to support anybody that gets in the way.
This door is somehow dirty. What am I missing?
I don't know. It's a nice looking field truck.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I would drive. This is like something like I see Deputy driving.
Most certainly. Well, I don't know if it's enough Soviet era technology. It seems too modern.
It doesn't run on double leaded.
Yeah. It's not been when they were the USSR. I don't know if you...
Back in the USSR. Look underneath there. It's a little bit hard to get. All right, let's keep reading. Colleagues at work put in a good word for me and my technician for all the work I've been doing in this project. Got a bonus. Heck yes, Square. Live it up. Hope it's a nice one. Hope you use it on something good and fun for you and a loved one. Sunshine Temple with really good Blazing Dark game campaign ended. Just finished the editing the chapter. Now can relax watching Power Wash. Dude, that's awesome. A completed campaign. I was really kind of like, I'm kind of torn on Blades in the Dark. Like at the same time, I haven't really had time to find a group for it, even though because I had to open up Fridays permanently for Gummy. Because she needs a day. She needs at least one day a week where I'm all hers. Very nice. We decide on Friday.
Good choice.
And I was excited to join that, but I still have not had a good game of Blades in the Dark. But I love the book. I love the rule system. I just don't know how to do it right. Although I'm taking on too many campaigns again. Just signs of the times.
Yep.
It's not. This one's super low maintenance though.
Mm-hmm.
It is one map and just me telling you what to do. It's that easy.
Money.
Is this done? Wait, what's missing? The door
Apparently
here is having
doors somewhere.
Oh, it's inside the handle. There's a handle here that has handle, Charlie. Oh, maybe it's inside like the thing here. Oh yeah, it is. It's inside the like, little mail area. There it is.
Yeah, I got it.
I got it. Or you got it. One of us got it.
Oh, I saw what I got.
Oh, you got it.
I think the Jeep might actually be done. Nope, it's not. This tire over here.
I'm not even caught up yet. No tire? All right, let me keep moving. Glad that it finally ended. Great guest who was nice. My group started a Traveler game. Have made a few friends. Missed the guys. Heck yeah, dude. We're actually wrapping up. Hopefully soon wrapping up our Traveler game. And I joined a second Traveler game that's being run by Tiberius. So I expect that to last 3 sessions before he has a random change of interest and he cancels his 20th game. But he runs a good game until his interest wanes, which I think is a lot of DMs that just have short attention spans or ADD. But yeah, I'm in a Traveler game with Tiberius, and the other 2 players are Goat, which has been doing all the legwork for us, and Gray Feathers, who has he's a very unique guy all the time, and this has changed nothing about our friendship. But we've had 1 session so far, and we nuked the whole planet on accident. It wasn't our fault. And now we're trying to like lay low.
How did you get a nuke?
We didn't. So we were supposed to infiltrate and just assassinate this guy because they were supposed to bring him in because he had diplomatic immunity because he was a royal or whatever. They wanted it to look like an accident that he got shot in like the hustle because he was refusing to like turn himself in, but he's definitely not supposed to be killed. But they sent us in to kill him, and when we did, they shot a railgun at a capital ship that was in orbit during this assault, and it cut the fusion core or the fusion reactor in half and went critical. And we escaped on the noble dude's far trader as we watched the entire sand area, like there was a sand desert, like totally not Dune, and we turned it to an ocean of glass. I mean, not we did, but when the nuke went off, it did, and I think we did it because we're only survivors.
I was gonna say, I mean,
now
that could be still an accident.
Oh, it was an accident. Even the person we were talking to knows it is, but they had to put the blame on somebody, and guess who's to blame?
Of course.
People on the ground, they had no interest, they had no idea that we were supposed to be there. We got back trust. So now it's like, now we had to sell all our ship shares and upgrade the ship like crazy, get a new transponder. And now we're going to be entering the campaign proper by now having a negative reputation called I forget what it's called, non grata, something non grata.
Persona non grata.
Yeah, that's our skill. We have persona non grata, which means people don't like us or they like us a lot. And that means if you're a good line businessman and you hear our names or see us, it's like the minimum they think is that we assassinated a noble. The worst they think is that we nuked a planet. So it's going to be a little bit of weird balancing. I'm wondering how they'll run it, but it's looking like good.
Find the people that really, really hated that noble, and then
yes, make friends with the people who benefit from that guy's death, which is the people that hired us, which is the weird part.
So there you go. Just kind of I mean, there's a difference between. It's kind of like with the terrorist organizations. There's a difference between claiming like small random events and then, I don't know,
nuking a whole planet.
Just the idea is like, oh, now you've drawn the entire attention of the entire U.S. Army and military. Like, oh,
well, this is traveling, so it's like it's a huge, it's a whole like sector. But yeah, everyone knows who we are, or they will. There's
levels of crimes one draws attention from when the U.S. Marshals show up versus local sheriff.
Exactly. All right, sorry, I went on a tangent there. That was my good thing this week is I'm running a heist campaign starting on the 11th with Psydoc, a deputy, and Will, the guy who runs our evil campaign. Will the Great, you guys might have known him from the Toaster Tuesdays, the Mechanicus games. He's going to be in it.
And when occasionally he decides to read the rules.
He will eventually read the rules. You will hear it on a podcast, maybe.
Oh, he's a good guy. I tease him a lot.
I do
about
too,
because
he's like, this is going to happen often. It's like it's been 8 months.
I haven't watched a single episode.
He had one.
I know, but I'm still just teasing from the capacity. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts.
Well, you don't have a lot of opportunity.
I mean, I drive in my car, but
there's music
have it on,
though.
But I listen to like medical stuff, so it's just like whatever.
Oh, don't be that boring.
Wait, there's an F over here. What can I do?
A what?
Can I do something with the boat?
There's an F here?
I thought there was an F. Maybe it was just me looking at the. Oh, I was looking at the stepping pool.
You're like,
I thought there was another feature we could.
I'm going in.
Laura, we're taking your boat. You paid us $475 for this shit.
Night Owl says, I got to spend a lot of time with a very nice dog and was able to send some gifts to a friend who's having a crappy week. And today I was able to help AK fix his Mech Warrior 5 mods. Now I have a Battletech campaign night. Dude, you're really getting into it. Heck yeah, man.
Hell yeah. Good job, man.
Vulcan gifted a gift sub. I already read that one. Let's keep scrolling. Another, my son got into figurine painting set. Oh, Pistol's son got him a figurine paint set. That's awesome. I love when your kids like support your hobbies. That's great. Vectron says, I will apologize for giving you your tax complications by furthering the issue next year. Well, thank you, Vectron, for the 100 bits, and Fezbear with more work for my accountant. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Hell yeah. Accounting.
famous last words. Blade Dark weird mixed with like fast and loose and strong narrative. Yeah, that's why I don't understand it. I haven't had DM properly like really get me to understand what's the pushing the boundaries. How do you rate how hard something is? How does the flashback system really work in a sense that makes sense? I mean, you can go, it's like, yeah, good thing I planned for this gun by wearing a bulletproof vest, and you're like, haha, gain stress. Let's see, moving down still. We got one bit from AK saying hype, and then find out with another 1,000 saying choo choo. Did it kick on a train? I don't even. Oh, it did. Okay, it already happened. I was talking for way too long. Thank you everybody for the support. Uprising gifted tier sub 2 to the community. Turbo Gear. Turbo Ogre 52. Thank you for that.
Turbo Gear.
Another 100 from Vecron. First page of Bold is almost done. He's learning GIMP. Heck yeah, that is it's a comic coming out soon, like a very narrative comic type story.
Oh, I read some. It's for animating, isn't it?
Well, no, it can be used for animating
rigging.
Stuff.
Is it called rigging? Hey, I'm just saying. When I heard people saying that they're learning GIMP, I was just like, "Oh, cool. Hey, keep it in your whatever makes you happy."
Yeah. Oh, we learned to be a GIMP.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, I didn't know there was a school for. I didn't. What part of me sounds like I know anything about animating?
Sounds like you're pretty into gimping. Idea if the gimping's the word for it.
People care about it. I don't know.
You don't know.
My life is whatever's interesting for you. Just be safe.
And I will another bit accidental. Oh god, almost there are no war crimes, only happy nuclear accidents. Those DMs that charge in. Those DMs that change this every couple months, there's an upside. You play a lot of stuff you don't play. Yeah, that's kind of the way I look at it. He learns new systems and runs a lot of random games. But if you ever get invited to a Tiberius game and you're in the BPL, obviously, your first hiccup is going to just be, expect to just learn the system and play a little bit before and then just kind of get a feel for it. You're not going to be in it for a long time, but it'll be a good time because he's a good DM. So I want to nuke the planet doesn't mean I did it. It's like then you find he was Jesus level. Nice people. Yeah. If you guys are looking for a laid back game coffee talk, you're a barista and you make coffee, tea, and milk drinks for people. It's cool. You might enjoy it. We'll look into it. If it's multiplayer, we could look into laid back or coffee talk. We got to look into coffee talk.
Oh, is that the one, the anime one was kind of like a dating thing?
I don't know. I just know if there's a game where me and you can both work at a Starbucks or a Tim
I'm okay
Hortons.
with that. Well, I mean, that's gonna get frustrating as hell.
All right, we're done with these two. Let's do the quick playback.
Pay us money.
Pay us for cleaning your shit.
Like properly.
Now, if let me change, I mentioned GIMP. Yeah. Hey, Law, how's it going, buddy? GIMP is kind of like, yeah. I've never learned GIMP. I've downloaded a few times to make edits to GIFs because Photoshop does terrible with GIFs, but whatever. We did episode live at 0.5 or so, which is love letter to the Ox. Heck yeah, man. All right, thanks everybody. Let's see, we got that done. Corey, our fun beloved G Motorboat, further both muses and Wade Ventures. Let's see what kind of messages we got. I didn't read them all. How these strings got to when needed the most. I was turned deep into Valley Kings after to give chase to a man who betrayed me. I stumbled upon ignition keys and amongst the rocks. Let me those keys belong to an empty Jeep. I say empty. I played some part in emptying process, and I'll never forget Purrio engine and thumping beat blast as soon as I turned the key. Clearly, Desert Warrior, who previously owned it, was both first-rate mechanic and a huge fan of techno. Nice. All right, now we get to clean the Crofts Maze for $112. Here we go.
The maze.
I am on week 5 of business trips, interrupted alternate weeks. Bringing in that OT money, baby. I spent more time on a home office here than the home office. Dude, that's awesome. I mean, I'm a big, I've never won for overtime. I don't think anyone should have to work more than your 40 or whatever your local is for full time to be able to take care of yourself and get what you want out of life. But overtime's a nice luxury for people who do have that drive to want to spend a lot more time at work than necessary. I just think overtime gets kind of abused. You get hired and it's like overtime mandatory most days when needed, and you're just like, so you're essentially signing me up to be like, you work when I say you work, and that's never been cool. But you know, if you have a good job and you like it and the overtime's there and you want to make some extra money, heck yeah, dude.
Union.
They should be paying for you if you're using outside offices. If you're traveling, they should be paying for it.
Yeah, if you're busy, that is at least minimum on call. I wouldn't do too much on call. Fuck.
Lego episode, yeah, that was a good one. Maize, you call it unicorn, you call it corn maze. The OT is, to be clear, is both bonus money and pretty much just comes into pay due to my travel time. I work 40, then travel back home with overtime. What?
Degs, I need you to come over to one area.
But why?
I found something.
I'm on my way.
With my incredible direction that I provided you with, I need you to come over here.
Oh, are you trying to get me lost in the maze?
No, there's actually something. Oh, actually, I'm gonna come to the start. Okay. I'm gonna shoot a spring of water in the air and see if that helps. You see me?
Yes, I'm right behind you.
Yeah, sweet. Hey, Dex. I found something. It's a hatch. I don't know what's down there.
It's a secret tunnel to another hatch. It's a very grimy hatch. Oh, I found the golden thing! Oh my god! We found the golden gnome.
Dude.
Seems dirty.
You know, we just got payment.
You know what? That is... we're Lara Croft. Dude, we have to bring it through the... We can't go through the hatch, so you have to pass it to someone else through here. No, I guess not. There's not a hole there. Don't worry, Diggs. They're paying for everything. Rent the car. Good, man. Good. I'm glad. Hopefully, you're visiting some cool places if you're traveling.
I'm glad you're advocating for worker responsibility rights. Because yes, do not get abused. My God.
You know, in like the places I worked in my career, I have heard nothing but people getting exploitation by bosses that they'll hire you and they'll pay. Like, they're not paying bad. I mean, for the wages I worked at, the places I usually work at pay upper level. But most of those hourly workers don't have a choice. It's 5 days a week, at least 10 hours a day. And then sometimes they'll ask you to come in on weekends, and they'll ask you to come in early or stay late. And, you know, for most people, that's fine. But the thing is, people start living off the amount of money they make with their overtime pay. So if overtime goes away, then it actually hurts their quality of life. And, well, that's half their fault. And then like, that's a company abusing them by... You know, here's massive amounts of money for all of your time so you can ever enjoy it. But now that you live this paycheck, you know, this is your new paycheck. That's all I was saying about it. Did you leave me in here? You did.
I didn't leave you alone.
You left me alone.
I didn't leave you.
So my sister arranged for me to have a full day away from caring for my mom on Wednesday. It took a PTO day, so I get 12 hours free. I got an Exacto super awesome. To celebrate. I got an Exacto Super Colosso cigar, a 90 by 11 beast that will take 6 hours to smoke. Jesus Christ! Hey man, you love your shit. I'm glad you're doing it. I don't. That's way too big for me. Get it.
I quit.
Put in a hole inside, broadcast cigar, not you will broadcast. That's right, you must broadcast the cigar in the auxiliary so we may see the Colosso. That sounds like a big ass cigar. I think I did see a picture of it. Was it the one that you posted most recently with that giant stogie? Was that one of them? Wonder Robot's great time. Exploiting workers is so much more widespread than I realized. Dude, it is terrible. Everybody wants you to work 2 or 3 people's jobs, pay you for one, and then when you ask for money, they're not willing to do it because, you know, you're a homegrown family. It doesn't matter that they made $200 million extra this year. You got that 5% raise you were promised from that base pay of something trash.
Pizza party.
And a pizza party. You know, every hardworking person ever, maybe, I only know America from reference, loves, instead of money, to get pizza. Always appreciate the pizza.
If that was included in my contract that I was doing a fee for a food service, that's fine. but that's the initial contract. Don't fuck me. Anyways, Diggs, I'm quitting. I'm taking the gnome.
Oh,
sorry,
God.
you're keeping the gnome. I'm not stealing anything. This is all your fault.
Laura will have my hair vengeance.
Yeah, I literally actually took the gnome all the way to the car.
You know what? That's fine. I'm glad that we get to keep the gnome. Was it hard to get out?
A little bit. I mean, to be fair, she's a Tomb Raider, so this isn't hers, and I'm returning it to the people.
Yeah, but she turns
It
it to
belongs
people.
in a museum.
Well, you know how she
belongs to the
returns
museum.
stuff. She auctions it off for all this money.
Exactly. That's not archaeology.
It's
That
really
is Tomb
funny
Raider.
that she's just like, I give it to the highest bidder to help to make sure that they return it to wherever it's supposed to be. It's like, no, they're buying it off you.
No, you are. Yes, exactly. You are not going to be advocating that you're some glorious reclamation expert. No, you are not. You are literally blowing up the entire site with C4 explosives, and that's destroying the archaeological record.
Yeah.
You know the paperwork?
Don't even bring up the paperwork.
Don't even.
Don't even.
Oh God, don't even.
Oh, well, we got some more messages highlighted here. Best broadcast cigar.
Yeah, I'm just
on
being a
off.
pain.
The place
I
I work
love to
at
hear
does
these people do
pre-approved
well.
overtime. I work more 4 weeks. It's optional. If I want to work, I could leave as much time on that and go to overtime, give it a week counting travel. Don't mind get over. Yeah, if you're, I mean, anytime, honestly, if a job makes you not be at home or where you want to be, it should be
That's
paid.
work.
Like you're not getting. I'm not going anywhere. That's you're paying me to be there because I'm not choosing to do this. So like, yeah, obviously, hopefully, I mean, I'm glad that they're paying you well for that.
Good. Good.
Discard, blah blah blah.
I hate to say it. I always fear we're a family here. Like, No.
Yeah, I get the idea, but once the money's involved, it's now business. Like
in the heart. Like I love an environment that is very much we treat you like family, and I just want to know how much you love your family.
Are you taking care of family, or are you just telling me I'm family so you can chip me and not, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I'm totally down for somebody that says they want to treat you like family and treat you well. I think that's a very admirable trait. But if this is like you're gonna treat me like one of your kids who doesn't get paid, no, good thanks.
No, that's not why I signed up. That's not why. That's not why I get my taxes taken out from what you pay me.
Yeah.
The bank Miss Samurai works at got in trouble several years because another department was pressuring salary workers to overtime. Yeah, actually, I've been through companies that have tried to do that too. It's like, yeah, you're hiring for this, it's this, but we expect this many. I'm like, what do you mean expect? Can you tell me the exact details of your expectation of me working X amount of hours over what I'm hired for? Because I want to hear this. Because you're not, like, I'm not going to be tricked into like agreeing to something like, oh yeah, I'll totally work any overtime you want on call. Just jobs where the management leaves before training. Cool. Free lunch is a free lunch. Probably good. Clark Cross birthday. Worked in Blockbuster Video. Oh man, times. Tomb Raider, not Tomb. It's Tomb Raider, not Tomb Archaeologists.
Well, you know what?
Well, that's the problem now.
Jeez.
Pizza parties are now that extremely cheaper than actually paying people what they're worth. Oh, dude, like you can get like a pizza for $6.79, and you only gotta do that like once a month, maybe. That's not even pennies into someone's paycheck. Way cheaper to give someone a pizza.
You can even put under a business expense.
Yeah, you technically do. You get like usually when the pizza the guy would get his pizza will be using a card that's from the company so they can track how much pizza they spot us.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say no to pizza. Like you said, free food's free food, but at the same time, it's like the people who are getting like, hey, thank you so much for making us have a record profit year. Unfortunately, because you missed 2 days because your kid was sick and it was no call, no show, we had to not give you a raise this year. Thank you so much for that extra millions.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that's the. You know what? This is starting to enter a non-relaxing.
Yeah, well, this is nonsense. Let's go. Let's move it back. Let's talk. You gotta stop being so caught up in work stuff.
Oh yes, because my life has been definitely the testament of work stuff.
It is.
Man, I've worked so many little jobs, but my longest career started in 2014. And that was being a nurse. So, as a casual nurse.
He's a casual, guys.
And
Boo
then
this
I
man.
worked at FedEx for a bit. I like that job.
Nice.
Wasn't bad.
Now you're going to be a
First job
doctor.
was TSA. I hope.
I mean,
God willing.
they can't say no. Right? Is that how it works?
Yes, they can.
Oh, no.
Biggs, we've had conversations about how petty some groups can be.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is getting back into the non-happy.
Anyways, employees are family, blah, blah. Okay, we're going to move past knockout. We're treating me that if I don't use my free time to learn new programs, they will find something to do. Wow. Okay. So your job is like, well, you're allowed to have time off, but you have to learn this stuff on your off time. It's like, I'm not doing anything for you on my off time, so I'm sorry.
If it is a personal interest and I want to learn it, cool. That's my task. If I'm a student still, yeah, that's kind of my job. But beyond that, no.
Gentleman with the wonderfully adaptive beef stroganoff from the other day on record. Go to your oh. Late nervous is
like
big
how-
money investment. Pretty much exhausted the weekend. Oh, let me read this. Gentlemen, with the wonderfully adapted beef stroganoff from the other day on record, what is your go-to dish to cook? Your signature dish, if you will. What is your signature dish to cook, if you have one?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Ooh, can I include desserts and baking?
I don't see why not.
I'm actually more of a baker. So I have several baking. Like I do fondant cakes at times, and I really enjoy it. But my signature is a cream cheese brownie. I do a great.
Thank you for the follow, Brendel Punt. That's a great name.
Oh, what are we? It's kind of like a score triple layer brownie. I quite enjoy doing just basic breads and things like that. I most recently did a nice sourdough. I do it alongside my mom so we can have time together. But it's really sweet. It's a lot of fun.
I wish my mom was close enough for that.
Yeah.
One day.
I agree, dude.
Again.
But you support your mom in many other very, very good ways.
Yeah, but it's not about that. About time spent is more valuable than how much I end up.
I don't know. You help with a home. Shelter, I think, is pretty damn important.
No,
Anyways,
her basic needs will always be taken care of. I will never. That was my first goal when going through my career, is to make sure she never had to work.
Good.
But now it's time spent because I don't know how long she has left. I don't know how long I have left.
That's why you retired. Well, yeah, that's why you retired.
Why I retired. Retired because I was sick of the job. But
I make a good lasagna. I love making
lasagna.
I like a good lasagna. Salmon. Oh, I love a pistachio maple salmon. It's got a nice little maple glaze. You get some pistachios on top of it. Oh, that's great. I could just be talking about things that I like to cook.
Has anyone grilled recently? No, not recently for me. Thank you for the follow. Made some good chicken spideys this weekend. Really enjoying the cooking stream. We too. Like, he actually wasn't going to stream
Doctor Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who's cooking stream. He actually wasn't going to stream this last day. This last Friday. Yeah. He wasn't going to stream this last Friday because he was a little bit low on funds, but luckily, thanks to all your guys' support, we were able to get him not only food for that stream, but also for him for the week. So now he doesn't have to worry about anything.
Booyah! That's beautiful. That honestly
that's what we do. This
WBPL goes for. Yeah.
Like anything we can help
and
people
the suffering of your accountant.
They're suffering because of property stuff, not really.
This was just this whole shit.
This whole thing is just like me trying to convince them that it's okay for me to say, technically I'm not employed any of these people, but I'm buying them stuff to stream that technically counts as a cost, right? Well, there's a whole bunch of red tape where if I buy something for like deputy, or if I, a new webcam, a mic, or monitor, anything from people on WPL.
Are you sure you want to be saying this on the stream?
Well, no, it's just tax stuff.
Oh,
it's just
okay.
what,
yeah,
what
but I'm
you
just
can
saying,
claim.
I don't know.
No, I'm not saying who's getting what. I'm just saying like, what can you realistically claim if I don't have it, right? Because it's not for me. No. So if they go, all right, well, I got your receipts. It's like, well, why did these receipts go off to X place? And that's where it gets a little bit like, well, these people working for you? It's like, no, well, then you probably can't claim it. So buying things for people is just more out of pocket for me, which is fine because I want them to have fun. Best coffee ever.
Oh,
I don't drink coffee.
Best coffee ever. Okay, let's talk. Oh man, I recently got back into drinking coffee because the taste has returned. Stupid COVID. Now, what kind of coffee? Give me a criteria. Are we talking espresso, fresh brewed, company?
You have to ask them. Tonight on
That's-
WBL 76,
that-
Tex
that's what I was
Talks with
asking.
Dags and Sack. Tax, not Tex. Tax talk.
I mean, Tex.
We're not going to talk about taxes and
Tex
money
is
anymore.
going to have some very. Texas interests don't always.
I can turn every one of these the weekend's end into like a podcast. I could just rip the audio because we're constantly just answering questions.
It's fun. But as for coffee, my favorite, commercial, regularly purchased would definitely be McDonald's, McCafe. I think they do a fantastic job.
McCafe.
The McCafe coffee. If you're talking about like higher end, I will often go for like a green tea. I know this is a tea, but a green tea matcha from like a local kind of. And we have a place called Lazy Loaf Cafe. They do a fantastic job.
Awesome.
Worst coffee often is at truck stops.
With a burnt pot.
Yeah, the burnt pot, or it tastes literally like water. It's just like all I'm getting from this.
As they
is
run
water.
out, they just run it through the same grounds again, and you're like, cool.
Yeah, exactly. Just like cool. The pot of coffee that's been sitting all day at work that I may occasionally touch will actually taste better.
Damn.
The civet
but
coffee
people who drink
was
coffee
fun.
will constantly be trying to get good coffee. So at least at your work, the people you work with aren't, gas station level. They're trying to drink it themselves.
Oh, every Christmas, the docks were always so. Oh god, I'm gonna start doing that now. Shit.
The docks.
The docs, the psychiatrist would buy us new coffee. They bought us an espresso last year. It's just like, you're so good. And I like espresso coffee. I actually think that they do a fantastic job as a quick brew.
That's good.
But I'm sorry, has anybody actually responded? Diner coffee is God's juice. It can be. It can be amazing. Like when you get that like place where the person calls you a hun and they're dressed in like that pink whatever.
Ooh, Fezbear did their first live stream today. Hope it was a game you enjoyed and you had a lot of fun with it.
But I get probably 5 minute price.
Then we have IGS said, my first 2 weeks at my new position, I have, in no short order, been photographed and explained a demo presentation for the coffee shop to the company CEO. The photos are being used to highlight our 30, 60, 90 program, which is a further development presentation, giving access to corporate archives and historical details. Any outside work expenses are documented so I can be reimbursed. That's good. New job. Very strong start, I'm assuming.
What does that mean, Diggs?
What
Do you
is
know what that means?
reimbursement?
30, 60, 90? No.
Oh,
the
it's
30, 60,
days,
90
like
of row.
a 30-day plan, 60-day plan, 90-day plan.
Ah, okay, thank you.
So, they're trying to be like, what's business looking like in this time frame? It's like, well, in this 30 days, we'd like to do this short-term plan, this shorter-term plan, this kind of short plan. Buzzword. I'm a social media rock star. Navy coffee? I don't need no semen around my coffee, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. Someone help me.
I was gonna say if it improves the flavor after like I'm assuming weeks or months on a boat, you know what? I've eaten bugs and stuff like that, so I have no standards.
I've never had a bad comp, but I will eventually get a burn machine for my home. Okay.
Oh, this burning coffee.
we like Wawa coffee, but the closest station is about 2 hours away. What's a Wawa?
Wawa is a northern gas station.
Is that like a Circle K or Mavericks or something like that?
It's got a Canadian Goose on it.
Oh,
I think that's Wawa's.
I completely understand now.
It's a Diggs.
It's a gas station. What
It's
am
a
I putting
pleasure. No, it's literally more than a gas station because you can get some kick-ass sandwiches.
Well,
And
that's
I'm gonna
most
say,
gas stations.
When I
here.
dated a girl in New Jersey, by the way, that's how I learned about Wawa. So,
nice.
let's talk about all the... You've lived on every planet, every city in the United States, in the world.
That is not true.
Well, it's not. That's why I'm not doxing you just by saying you're everywhere.
I'm
currently in Egypt, right?
man. I'm in Egypt right now.
Yeah, you're in
working
Egypt. You're currently in the tomb. Yeah.
We're in a tomb. We're just taking a break from archaeology, not raiding.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
Wawa.
It's familiar sometimes. But yeah,
It's
hell
nice.
yeah, bye.
It's one of those places where you go up to a machine and you press the sandwich, kind of like, yeah, you want this as the bread, you want this as a. It's good. I've talked too much.
No, actually, so tomorrow, Monday, is actually going to be the Ox's first attempt at like a WBPL 76 type thing.
They invited me to the last one, and I'm an ass. I forgot.
What are you talking about? Last one.
They invited me, like they were going to do their first stream on Friday.
Oh yeah. Like they hit up.
They were so kind to offer.
Yeah, they're a good group of people. Well, mostly. I have my reservations about some, but it's not our. The Ox stream is not in any way related to WBPL 76, BPL, or Curly Flush. It's completely solo entity, and if it ever becomes
what flush? The curry flush?
The curry flush.
The curry flush.
I don't say curry very well.
The Keurig flush. Actually, no, that's a company.
It seems
Never
like
mind.
it's a. It seems like it's going to be a decent upstart.
Upstart.
You know, it's an upstart. It's a new thing. The curry flush. That's my favorite channel. The curry flush.
The curry flush. I do like a good curry.
Me
Do you make
too.
curry dicks?
I don't make it. I get it a lot though.
Yeah. What's your favorite kind of curry?
Oh, I don't even know names of curry. I just know that when you have like curry and ramen, or like curry katsu, or if it says curry anywhere in the name, that's usually like I like.
Yeah. Hey, fair.
I'm not like I've never actually tried to make it because I've always had places nearby that were
Yeah.
way better than what I was gonna do. So I just order.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Wawa.
Are you dating a girl from New Jersey?
Why was I?
Yeah,
Why weren't you?
because that's a terrible idea.
Why was I? Just because I was.
You could do better, Psydoc. You're a handsome boy.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice of you to say, but you've seen that thing, that shit that Jake put when my camera cut out. Now there's my like.
Yeah,
Actually, I could give him so much better.
we were playing Traveler with our cameras on, and Psydoc's like internet or something completely died out, and it got stuck on this really funny face he was making, because he's the captain of our Traveler ship. And his mustache, not in real life because he doesn't have one, but his mustache twitches when anytime we do anything that's like, fuck.
Yes, exactly. Oh god, it's a deputy run campaign, so he's very patient.
Yeah, he's like, he made me feel like I run campaigns too fast, because the amount of times we've gotten we walked into a space Denny's, and that was the whole game. Is a space Denny's scene, and at least if my one shots that usually get to like 2 to 3 shots every time, it's still not as slow as I got stuck in a Denny's.
Oh yeah, like the most recent one, the horror-filled fake restaurant. And I have a lot of fun because all the characters, happy birthday.
God, that was so
But we're not going to
creepy.
spoil it because apparently it's supposed to go.
I don't think we had some good times. I think we had a couple good times. I feel like there was, and this is no shit on, this is not like pooping on anyone else, but I think there was too many players. And I feel like a couple of the players weren't completely aware of what kind of campaign we would be doing, so they made characters that weren't really useful.
Yes.
And that, I think that made a lot of people not really be able to interact, and that's unfortunate. I just think it should have been a slightly.
CJ.
Yeah,
No,
CJ,
I
a lot of
at
time
CJ.
Jake. If Jake's like,
Jake,
Jake
yes.
is mostly quiet until he decides to start chipping in everything. Which is not technically how that whole thing works, but I'm just letting it go because at this point, to make anything more complicated, we'll just slow it down more.
You know, on the other
There are
side,
some good times.
you're also dealing with me as a captain,
Which is hell of a lot.
it is hard to deal with because this is supposed to be, well, first and foremost, my illustrious military career was 2 weeks at an officer application board where I proudly scored like the lowest in Canada for navigation. So they sent me back
You're like,
home.
which way is north? You're like, I don't know where the sun is.
Oh no, I had to learn starlight, starbright, starboards to the right. Dicks.
Oh, I
okay.
remember that.
I thought this was another thing. But yeah.
Lorgrimer says, I've made so many mechs during Mav stream. All of them are melee based, have walk 3, run 5. Today I made a mech for burning thing. Very cool.
Oh yeah.
Greater tease is to withhold handsome face from that world. Hey, he's complimenting you.
I do what?
The greatest tease is hiding your beautiful face from the world. Anyways, Samurai, there's nothing wrong with an entire session of Space Dandies. I ran an entire Shadowrun mini campaign to Waffle House. Well, I mean, I'm not saying there was nothing wrong with it. It's just getting people to actually move along with the plot.
Yes, and that's
Deputy
what the
is not
captain
great.
should be doing. Oh no, I mean,
It's mostly Deputy allowing the pacing, though.
yes, but it's also was the idea of me. And it was even said, I believe, at the very beginning that I would be more in charge of that. And I got to tell you that my distracted ADD ass won't do that well at the best of times. But if you give me like 2 or 3 weeks in between, I'm going to forget people's names, what we're doing.
Oh,
And it's
yeah,
and I have no experience being a captain, so I don't.
I think you're doing
all
great.
these- well, thank you, but like all these military codes and things like that, I'm like,
Oh no, the technical
do
side that shit
medicine, it's just
Deputy
like-
comes up with, no one is getting it but Tex.
I was just like, Tex, I need you to constantly be telling me what I'm supposed to be looking at. I don't know these.
And Tex made like an idiot engineer plasma meme man from like SS13.
He's great. I love
He's
Crowbot.
great. Crowbon's amazing, but he's not helpful.
I love your character. I think Dante is
Dr. Morgan. Come on.
Mr. Morgan.
Dr. Dante Morgan.
Mr. Morgan.
He didn't go all the way through whatever school he went to get a doctorate just for you to not call him Doctor
Doesn't he have,
Lieutenant. Like,
Captain.
I don't know
And
if he
he's
made
a-
captain.
No, he actually made captain. He actually made colonel.
Colonel?
Wait, he was in the Navy or something.
I don't know.
No, I think. Oh, fuck, I don't know, man.
He doesn't know, man.
Shit. Maybe you ask some questions.
Sometimes I make the plot same group years later, and in our grand Star Wars campaign, spend the entire high-level story arc taking over biscuit making company. Biscuits are very important.
Biscuits are.
Like there's
What do
an
you think happened
entire
when the Death Star blew up?
yeah, all the
Biscuits
biscuits
all gone.
all
Yeah.
gone. Oh no, I'm like I'm saying, I'm not against the you let the players take as long as they want, as long as they're having fun approach. But this is supposed to be for like on the idea that this is supposed to be for other people to watch and enjoy. They're gonna get a whole bunch of episodes where it's just like, so what are you guys doing? It's like, oh, we're just hanging out at the Waffle House.
Well, I keep forgetting what we're actually doing, and even with the system, just like, how long does it take to get here? I don't know the travelers.
11 months, oh my god!
Woo!
Thank you for the support.
Thank you. But it's like,
Seeing if I'm got one shot again today. This is like the 3rd time on our
Seeing if
Pathfinder
almost
yeah, seeing some Pathfinder evil campaign I'm in.
oh, the horse girl.
Yeah,
the horse thing.
she's a Kelpie, but yes, a horse bog monster horse thing. This is like the 3rd time that she's been pounced on by a random, very incredibly strong enemy and just got immediately knocked out or near killed. One shot all the time. She's like, I'm a strong, independent grappler. And then a bigger grappler shows up.
That's always how it is. There's always a bigger fish.
There's always a bigger grappler. Let's add a scene with everybody. Ooh, water break. Good call. I'm water.
Oh yeah. I gotta admit though, I have really cherished and enjoyed the Traveler game, but yeah, I think I'll if I ever am captain again, it will be a non-military focused one, because it's like trying to play a more intelligent character than you are. It's very, very hard to do.
I just want to see what's next. I think are we going back to Star Trek?
I think you guys are. I don't know who's doing it.
Well,
I won't be
Mike
able
runs
to.
Star Trek.
Yes, he does.
You don't think you'll be able to play Star Trek? But you're Slar, special guest.
Slark? Yeah, exactly. He'll show up as a special guest, maybe. But
With Boulder?
Boulder was somewhere else. I
Is
passed the
Boulder,
ring.
is Boulder an analogy for like Rudy? And Boulder went off and then...
It kind of honestly was after Mecha did the whole
yeah.
the
Boulder
drawing
outfit?
of Rudy as
Yeah.
Boulder. Yeah. I should get permission for her to share that because it is so... She's talented.
Well, it's a gift to you, so I think you can do what you want with it. But it's a great picture.
It's a great picture. No, I think, as I've always said about El Stinky, Rudy, or El Goblino, I call him Stinky No Pants, because he was
He
stinky
refused to wear his pants.
and he never wore pants. He refused to, even in the coldest. And he would look at me like, why is it so cold? I was like, I did something.
But
you know,
I got
he
pants.
very-
He's like, no. Why am I cold?
No, I don't want to wear pants. So his name was Stinky No Pants. And one of my vet is actually one of my classmates. and then when I explained to her, it's like, yes, this is Stinky No Pants. She said, that's a fitting name. I was like,
He's stinky and he has no pants.
and he has no pants. I mean, it's very simple. I'm a simple man.
Simple kind of man.
Simple man. But no, I think Boulder is in the hands of Mike because I think everybody created Boulder, and I want to see where it goes. Slar will probably be found in Boulder, Colorado, the place that he wanted to go to and never got to because he thought they worshiped boulders there.
Just because we only went to Earth once to pick up everybody.
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland. I mean, that was a time travel. That was a bit different than Earth.
I'm glad we had a time travel.
We have to have a time travel.
Yeah,
we
I mean,
have, but now we have to have a time travel. Then we have to have a holodeck incident. Like the holodeck is a perfect
True.
plot tool because you can throw into any situation and then suddenly safety protocols offline and we can't open the door. Computer, dead the program, and it's like or no response, and it's like, haha, now we're in a medieval fantasy episode.
I wonder how the Gorn Hegemony's doing in Deep Space Nine.
Do you say
It's not even Deep Space Nine. It's you know what? I don't want to spoil it. Original series station.
Is original series when Kirk fought it, but I don't know.
Oh no, I know the Gorn then, but I'm talking about like when the space station or whatever idea.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Actually, I'm not even playing dumb. I just have no idea what you're talking about. SS-13.
Okay, so the story idea, you were going to play a certain race, and Crow is planning something. I don't know how a live Slar would be in that period of time, or if the hegemony is gone, or...
Yeah, it's going to be a weird one. I'm not pretty, like Orion's gone, but just because his actor's dead, not really because he was killed, but...
Oh, I love that ending.
But no, I'm going to be playing a Ferengi this next round of Star Trek. Laws of acquisition. I can just make shit up as I go.
Yeah. Okay, WBPL. So, all right. Anybody other good days and people?
Let's see. Anyone having a hey, Kathy? If you guys haven't share something good about your week. I didn't see anything. I didn't see any positive from Cena today. Cena, tell us something great about your week. Sons of the Forest came out. You guys been enjoying that, right? Right, Psydoc? You also play Sons of the Forest.
Did for a little bit.
Still early access?
I actually I refunded it. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, all right, cool. You know what? It's not for everybody. And maybe it'll be better later, you know? The play a Liquidator digs their Ferengi Merc assassins, but hilariously cheerful about it. You know, so far, he plans on just being a shop owner, kind of like Quark in Deep Space Nine. But the system, the way that he might explain the system is I don't get to just start with like all the cool shit I think I should start with because I'm a Ferengi. But I have to earn it because, you know, we're retrofitting a station. And that's kind of the you know, pilot or the idea behind this one is we found an old deep space, not found, but we're retrofitting an old deep space station.
You're quiet.
And but now we have to spend time, resources, this is a currency in the game, to upgrade not only our own shops and personal connections, but also get the station to working levels, you know? Hey, North Pacific Octopus, how you doing, bud?
Deep Space 5. Oh, that makes me think of that game that I really liked, and then Double Fine just went on.
Oh yeah, God, no. That was, you know, a lot of games have showed up in its wake, which is great, that are in that same vein.
Yes.
But that one was the one that hurt because we saw something that looked like it could be really good, and then they're just like, nah.
It had a good little comedy to it. It was more advanced than like Star Tropics, I think it was, that kind of comedy one.
Oh,
it's just what's it, Star Tropics? Startopia, thank you. I combined Tropica,
Space Startopia is terrible, but the original was great.
Space DF9.
No.
Double Fine. Yeah. The chickens and all that. It was good.
Phoenix built a statue of a 12 foot tall stripper named Diamond 7 Days to Die. Yeah, I know. I saw pictures of it. It had nice boobs and nice booty.
AK was a hero in that game.
He was.
I just was. He was. He
was.
saved my ass.
He was. He's dead now.
Okay. Well, rip.
Practicing for this final summation. Hey guys. Hey North. What was in case you want a ROM, not Quark? ROM? No one wants ROM. I want Morn. Or Morn. Morn's great.
Morn.
Morn also comes with gold pressed latinum hidden inside of him.
Oh yeah, that's my character, Morn. Yeah.
You're Morn.
Yeah, just have a Morn. Just there.
Yeah, just sit there and drink and beat up people who mess around.
Morn's a badass.
He is. He's really cool.
Yeah.
That's our good morning in the Legion. We have a sticker named Morn, and it's just him taking a drink, and it's like, good morning, Morn, Morn.
Cord. All right, good things. Does Cena give a good thing yet?
Yeah.
What'd you give?
I don't know. She didn't highlight it, but I do see a big message. I'll look at it once I'm done figuring out why this globe's so annoying to clean. There we go. All right. We're looking up here. Liquidator, Gorn, Kevin, War Clean Empire, blah, blah. Great thing about my week is, let's see, I finally organized the Rising. I finally reorientated. Oh, right. Sorry.
What?
Yeah, my brain's just not working these days.
No,
she's saying that she had her orientation with a riding plate. With riding like horses for the disabled organization, where she'll be volunteering and helping disabled kids ride horses as therapy. She starts training next week, and I'm going to be booking in for a child first aid course on my own accord because it sounds like a good idea. Zenith, you are wonderful, and I'm so glad you're spending. I'm so glad you're getting into like helping people. That is such
you're not allowed to. Yeah, you have to support the children and not just take all the horses for yourself. You know
the children
right?
are food for the horse, she thinks. So that's how she'll gain the horse's trust.
Yes.
Ramen's best girl. Green the Great Emperor, best girl, which means it's flight. It's chill time. Hey, what's up, Green? Yeah, we were just talking to Green a moment before we jumped in here. Officer?
I mean, no, we were talking to Willie.
Yeah, that's Officer Green. That's Willie.
No. What?
His name is Green. Isn't it?
No.
Whiskey Palestine Green in chat.
Is that actually?
Oh, Willie is different. Okay, sorry. In the
Oh,
Legion,
so you're raising your tone at me.
I am wrong,
chill
and
stuff.
I am sorry.
Okay.
I thought
You are forgiven.
this is green, whiskey green.
Oh,
Apparently, they're different people. He is whiskey green,
okay, because there is a green. We do have another police officer.
and there's
that's
Michael
green.
Diggs wrong. I can be wrong. I thought no, I wasn't wrong. I said that was green, and it was green.
You were saying that was Willie. Willie was the person we talked
Willie
to.
is
Officer Willie is a different person.
Sorry,
Green.
I actually don't know the difference between those two people. But yeah, there's Green and Willie.
One's a detective. The other one is I don't know.
What is?
An
I thought the other one was. Oh my god, that's why I'm so confused. Is this done?
I don't know,
think
man.
you're done. No, it's not done.
Are we done? No, it's almost done.
If that's like the bottom.
The
part.
base? Yeah, there's a little
There's a little
smart
thing there, a little small chair.
Could you imagine? I think I've said this before. How great it would be for certain jobs to have like this progress bar available. It's just assessed, like you'll know when you're done.
So I agree with you. Downside is company now knows the progress bar. Oh, it seems like you got your progress bar done pretty fast there. So we have some other things for you to do.
Good point. Never mind. Statement withdrawn.
Listen,
Glad we
half
done
your
got
job
it.
is them not knowing what you're doing, but you're doing it enough for them not to get rid of you. Aha!
Aha!
Let's see. He's ever said anything wrong in his life? Thank you, Zenith. She knows. I was not ever wrong. Zenith has invalidated any wrongness that I have said because she's way cooler than anyone else talking. Hey,
like
Tio,
that.
how's it going? So how did you manage to retire, Diggs? Oh man, I worked for 14 years. I made a lot of early purchases in land. And
He's a smart man. He's done well.
And I have done financially well in investments and properties. And it has come to the point where I hired an accountant to find out what I was at current net worth and realized I didn't have to work. And the even bigger blanket that Gummy is in, like, thriving in her career,
which is awesome.
So
to hear.
it's she could technically retire as well, but she doesn't want to. So
I mean,
now she's
and
working way less stressful, and I'm
just
not.
The great thing about Gummy, if again saying, she's like the success story of going from entry level position to really well because of her abilities, and that's what I've heard.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Started a whole new career at this job, and it has done nothing but really make her shine.
Yeah.
And now she's always been amazing, but now she's
That's
amazing career-wise as well.
Hell yeah. Wonder what these targets and things like that are.
What are we missing?
A green flower. Okay, so I'm at the green one.
Help me.
Okay.
Help me. Help me.
It's this one, somewhere on here. I'm glad they're specific colored ones.
On the back.
Hey, nicely done. And a purple flower fountain vase. Purple flower fountain vase. Purple flower fountain vase. No, that's awesome to hear that Cena's doing that. Like, that's...
It's purple, that's pink. Purple. Okay, found it. Purple.
What's that text?
Found it.
I'm an asshole. I'm sorry.
What about text?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Purple flower base.
Okay, that is like purple. Yeah, that's definitely purple.
I found it.
Violet.
There it is.
Hey, okay, what is Laura gonna keep us out on now?
Woo! Oh, that's a cool view. I was doing all this in the middle. You were kicking ass out here.
Yeah, we did good.
How about the hatch
yeah.
open? Shit. All right. Thanks to preparation, charity fundraiser, and right on the track. But sudden revolution hits me. Partygoers are drawn to hedge mages like moss to a flame. While if we cut it back to a manageable size, the content is still a bit filthy and therefore a treat to all Mackling even growth and tuxedos. I prefer if our guests have the highest bids up their sleeves, not mud and lynches. Lynchin?
Lichen.
Oh yeah, lichen.
Like it.
It's a tricky job, but if you can give it your keen attention, it would be a huge weight off my shoulders. I think it'll be an exceptional job. Then she said, It may look daunting at first, but the mage's design is quite straightforward. I'm sure you'll find your way around it in no time. Quick note, in the recess you'll find a hatch to the ground leads to a hidden area in the middle of the maze. Clean there too, please. I'm sure it'll get all used when it come night. My fondest childhood memories involve hedge mage. As soon as I could walk, my father would plot me in the middle of it and leave me to find my way out. Perhaps not parenting 101 these days, but it certainly ignited my fierce drive and independence. You know, many ancient labyrinths and mazes were devised by priests and mystics. They were meant to be symbolic of pilgrimages representing the winding path to enlightenment and salvation. But those accidents wanted to show us the road often confusing with dead ends and false turns. We were learning, we were refining, we're getting better, ultimately discovering the true path. You may feel lost, but you're only ever one or two decisions away from the way out. Mages teach us to be patient, to be mindful, to calm and centered. They teach us to be better learners.
I'm not paying for this.
You better be fucking paying me.
I'm not paying for this.
Look around the maze, say this looks fantastic. I'll no longer have to fret every time I see someone head across the courtyard. In fact, I actually encourage people to go explore it. Hell yeah. What else? Ooh, it's the big one. $300, bud.
Wow.
300.
Geez.
300.
Yeah,
We're probably not going to be finishing this tonight, guys. He took the gnome. That's going to pay us. Ooh, this is sick. Oh, it's not that big, actually. It's just all intricate.
I gotta go potty. Oh my god, this is the treasure room. This is fucking stolen artifacts everywhere.
All the stolen artifacts. Go bathroom. Oh, look, as you clean these, you can see what they're hidden in them.
Oh my god. You found the other one.
To be honest, I never let another soul in here before, not even dear old Winston, and I know the fact he's tried to have seen the scratch marks on the upstairs vents. What is with Winston? Go bathroom, man. We'll take a break.
I gotta pee.
Go pee.
Gotta pee.
I'll just read the chat for a little while. I was told to ask Psydoc if Canada was real. He just took away, but yes. If Nick and Jack sent you, I'm sorry. Oh, by the way, my little images of my anti-paladin from our Pathfinder campaign playing Minecraft and sharing it on Discord with his friends. Oh, that should not be my avatar. Zenith made it. Let's see. 12 bears here 1 bit. Hey, how you doing, bud? Zenith, why would you drink my sister? What? All good. How could you drink my sister? Keep asking toilet why you drink it with a straw. Nice. I stand by what I said. I must have missed something. Thank you, Night Owl, for the gifted sub to Tara Valkyrie. Welcome. Hopefully you following. I'm actually can drink any quality of hot dog water if I've given enough time. Whoa. Brew. People smoothies. Nice. Oh god, he's still going. Alright. It's one of those things that has like, yeah, really hard to blast off corners. Hey, I said my sister's called hot dog water because she smells like hot dog water. Ooh, she gonna drink it up. You're hungry? Yeah, me too. I thought you ate during our Pathfinder game. Didn't you say you were real hungry and you went off and they ate? Oh, it might be still the hot dog water thing. Fruit of the joke. The strat. There we go. Iris. Can't read it. Damn it. Looks cool though. Whoa, it's actually moving. Dick. We'll go back.
Whoa. Anything exciting?
Rama's best girl.
What?
Rama's best girl. I read it online.
Rama's not girl.
Wow. Look at you just being the authority on girls, huh?
Wait.
Huh?
I like that.
These are cool.
This is actually really cool.
I like these like little glass things.
Yeah.
I'm all like hypnotized by it. Red Durst was trying to tell us something. You can make hot chocolate with hot dog water. I mean, you could. You could make hot chocolate out of most types of water.
And
I breathe in, I breathe out. Shut the hell down. Back up, back up. What you gonna do now? Breathe in, I breathe out.
breathing.
Oh god. So we're swapping genres. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Swear to you. I actually don't know the lyrics to that one. It's been too long. Also, we would sing it too perfectly, but we get copyright strike, so we don't want to do that. Sorry, guys. Maybe on our off-brand.
That's the reason why.
Yeah, I can't be risking the channel for our perfect representation or copy of like such wonderful songs as "Breathe In, Breathe Out." I think that's the name. I don't remember.
Oh, no, they say it a lot, so I'm.
Ooh, cool. Dagger Resign. So are these like from the game? I'm assuming.
And it's been so long since I played.
Don't even know, do you?
Oh,
I don't
it's
either.
been so long. And I think I played the newer ones as well as 2. All I know is this is the T-Rex that.
Did she kill and taxidermy it?
I guess so.
Did she fight a dinosaur?
Yeah, she found an area there was dinosaurs and velociraptors
And her idea was to kill the rare endangered species.
well, it seems like to be Laura Croft rather than actually doing proper work. Yeah,
I mean, survive is one thing. You got a T-Rex coming down on you, fucking fight and win, sure, but taxidermy? How you gonna explain this to the taxidermy?
it's fake.
Found it. Stop it, please.
I found.
Gotta get all
Laura
of
Croft's
those
also been in
cracks.
Area 51 and all these things, so let's just be fair.
Yeah, she is kind of a get-around girl.
Sure, guys, all right.
She goes around, she goes around. There we go.
Hell
T-Rex.
yeah. $15 to clean it.
Now clean the dais.
Okay.
Is this a dais? The base.
$15.
Star Trek. Deep Space Nine. Everything's zen. Yeah, everything's pretty zen. I guess I went ahead and scheduled my psych diagnostics thingy, and I look forward to it. You know, knowing is half the battle, but also having that understanding, a strong understanding of like how you can best help yourself overcome trials, the better that you have a chance of coming out of, you know, in a better position. So I you know, Gummy's constantly yelling at me to deal with a lot of things, and I say no all the time because I don't practice what I preach, but take care of yourselves because you're the only one who really can. And if you're not willing to like help yourself, then no one else can help you. And hope the diagnostic is like at least information, and with it you might be able to find steps to help improve your life if you're struggling.
A very good time.
Psydoc is open for consultation. I'll send you his number.
Nope.
You must live in make-believe Canada. Boy, by the way, when you were gone, someone came in and said, hold on.
Nick Jack.
It was a friend of Nick and Jack.
Okay,
It was a different name, but they said ask Psydoc if Canada's real.
Okay, I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm glad he's branching out to get other people to do it. That's good.
Other people doing this dirty work.
Yeah, so it's good.
Oh god, I'm blind.
This nice fabric and pressure. Oh, shit.
Don't think about it. This two of the woman says she can kill us both. She killed that T-Rex.
So, I mean, yeah, she.
We're not here
Hell
for the
of a-
money. We're getting paid so she could make sure that it looked like we were here for another reason.
I'm taking the gnome.
Better take those gnomes. Did
I'm
we
taking
missed the one
the
on the first and obstacle
Oh
course?
no, I grabbed the gnome.
You got them all so far?
I don't think there was a gnome on the first one, was there? Shit. There was.
shit. Let's see, when you begin to work in, things work out. Haha. Your mom is a dice. Ha, got him. Thanks, Blue. Blue.
That was definitely a Legion quality comment. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, it's Blue. It's the Blue Gentleman, who is a rambunctious young fella with a heart of gold.
Oh.
I have no facts to back that up, but I said it, and now I'm sticking to it.
Oh, you found a gramophone.
You find a gramophone? Oh, we got it. We got it.
Gramophone.
Canada isn't real. Canada's considered made up by Big Syrup. What's with called Canada
Big
when it's really
Syrup?
called the rest of Vermont? I'll vouch for that.
Syrup.
Apparently, Big Syrup. Is that who you work for? You work for Big Syrup?
Apparently, it's big syrup.
Is that making you laugh?
It is actually. I think that's funny.
I could tell when you were smiling. So.
Oh, yeah. No, that is actually kind of like big. Oh yeah, there's big syrup.
It's like it's not Canada. It's Big Syrup, and you'll refer us as the rest of Vermont.
It's the rest of it. That's awesome. I'll take Vermont.
Sai, do I hear elementals? Do they in my walls? What do I do?
The clans are there to assist you. Except
You heard it. Let's start with the elephant room, which is in this case is the dinosaur.
True.
Yes, it's real. Well, thanks for letting us know. Are you gonna pay us more for being around a dangerous creature?
I mean, to be fair, honestly, if we got paid more, it would be for all the insurance that is done by us pressure washing.
Imagine the
An
first time when you
actual-
walked in was squirm in the face, wasn't it? Uh-oh.
No?
I did.
Oh.
Legitimately, the first thing I did when I came in here was blast it in the face with water.
Oh, okay.
It took a lot more than that to take him down the first time of asking it. The first time take him down the first. That doesn't make any sense. First time asking, that's for sure. Apparently, it was a hard kill.
You didn't actually kill him. It was the wall that did.
Some cool knives.
Weird.
Gross window seat. Quebec and French is New Jersey, but worse. French New Jersey, but worse.
Hey, Dix. There's a button on the wall here. I'm gonna press the button.
Press the button.
It made it crawl. It made it.
Do it again. Oh my god.
Wait, no. Wait, no, I think something's moving. Or is that just the dino?
I don't hear anything moving.
Okay, well maybe it's just the dino.
There might be a secret somewhere.
Man, that would be great if that was actually like an original clip from.
It might be. It sounds pretty quiet though, because I think
Yeah.
sound effects turned down a little bit. I don't think they can hear it. I may have trained you too well.
Oh, I thought you were saying Lord Croft was training us. I was like, bitch, you have not provided any training.
Where this is all trained. This is like Karate Kid. Wash on, wash on, wash off, wash on, wash off. Gross. That thing's gross. All better.
That's okay, Laura. We're just gonna use really high pressure water to clean these
Clean everything.
priceless artifacts.
They have a price.
Well, yeah, I guess, yes. Priceless doesn't actually exist because there's always a price somebody's willing to pay. Whether it's actually...
What would you do for a Klondike bar? It's been a bit since we got a hydrate.
Hi, Gummy.
I got me. Everyone say I got me.
Hello, everybody.
There you go.
They hate me.
They don't,
No,
why would
they hear
hate
you.
That's
They
what
don't-
I heard.
They hear you.
Oh, here.
Wow.
No,
That's
they
a-
don't hate you. I just got done
that's a-
praising you for your hardworking
hell of
career.
a change.
Yeah, they're like, wow, fuck that bitch. Can't believe she worked hard and got
Yeah.
places.
I know. How dare I? Try to pay
Yeah.
my bills and be an honest working woman.
Oh my god.
Woman.
None of that's true. Ignore her, everybody.
Is there tread marks?
All the rainbow
there's
bears. I love it.
Yeah, they're all
There are-
gummies.
Tire marks.
Damn it.
She drives her fucking quad inside of here? Jesus.
She literally told us the first day of how bad she abuses the quad. She's like, I drive that thing all around the house against Winston or whatever his name is, like wishes.
Winston?
Winston?
Working harder, hardly working.
Working harder.
Thank you.
I fixed my posture. I was slouching because she was right behind me.
Sweet.
Help everyone, she kicks, she beats me up, help. If you ask Gonzo, he believes it. Close the globe. The Flat Earth Society has members around the globe. No? Alright.
I know I do like that. That one is actually funny. I like that one.
Wait a minute. Have you guys heard of the Hollow Earth theory?
Get more
It's just because every globe ever made usually not solid wood. So that's it. Wait a minute, that meme sounds familiar. Pretzel Earth is the only theory I will support. Hey, if you love pretzels.
Hey, pretzels.
I mean, if
There's like a nice nougat in the center of the
a nougat pretzel?
the nougat Earth theory.
Nougat or cuckoo burger?
No, nougat.
I mean, yeah. He's a teacher at high school. I work with a flat earther. He's a flat earther is a teacher at high school.
Is this a
America?
recognized, like a recognized institution?
1, 2, 3, 4,
or-
dot, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, all procedurally generated. Nice. The whole world procedurally generated as you explore it. Dude, if they did the Truman Show now, you know how weird it would be? But like, would he just wake up in like a Matrix VR type system?
God, that'd be horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
at least the Matrix theory has the idea that all your perceptions are completely being modified by an external group.
I felt like
There's at least some credence to it.
I
Maybe.
feel like Intel kind of like shot themselves in the foot by not letting them use their CPU as like the machines use us as this. They were supposed to be like a CPU from like an Intel,
Oh.
but so they said no, so they turned us into batteries.
Oh.
I'm like, I don't know if humans make enough power to power entire cities just by being alive.
We don't.
You know. All right, there you have it. Matrix
we
theory
are-
dissolved.
I'm
Flat
sorry,
Earth
we are-
real, Matrix fake.
Unless there's like some major
Psydoc, 20.
modifications, we do not produce a lot.
What about those people that always have static charge? Is that like a special kind of superpower? Where they just wearing socks on carpet?
You know what? If Neo, like, if the Matrix was literally just abducting people into the Matrix to put them on, like, plush carpets and making them drag their and then shocking
There's
things.
a lot of power.
There's a
in
lot of
shock.
power in it. There is.
I've
That
made my
almost
cat
sounds
run away.
more realistic than the
Yeah.
heat. I was like, yeah.
The pod's not even real. It's just you're in a big cotton suit inside like a big cotton dome, and it just rolls you around in it, causing static.
Sure.
There we
I like
go.
it.
Better Matrix 7.
Now, if we were using our brains as like and somehow modified it to do as processors, that would actually be a lot more interesting because, yeah, our brains are pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
We are impressive. You're impressive.
Thank you. Sorry.
That's not that crazy.
Okay. You're impressive for
This
recognizing
feels
how
like-
impressive I am.
True.
Yeah.
The impressive,
can't
my
actually-
impressiveness is only impressive in the shadow of understanding how great your impressiveness is.
I can't actually say that with a straight face, so. Got it. Actually. Anyways, any other good news? People doing things? Cena's taking horses
Static
from
shock.
children?
Someone brought up static shock. Then how you need us to run a full matrix every person just so case. I was impressed once, never again. So AK's trying to like show off that he's still here, even though he usually abandons it. I called him out earlier because I'm like, all right, it's time for you to go away. Now that's not battle tech. And he's like, no, I'm staying, and he's still staying because he's stubborn. He's a
I just
stubborn
learned about
man.
something called hate watching. Like, literally
Whoa.
getting views based upon just
Because
attention
you
for hate.
threaten, like, you don't need to be here. Why are you even gonna watch? It's like, I'm gonna watch it.
Because they want to watch it or watch a show because they know they're going to hate it. And that's the idea of the believed idea of certain shows. I was like, that's horrible, but I guess. I mean, it's maybe the whole idea of like
Oh, this whole
all
thing's
of the Survivor shows and all the
Jersey
reality
Shore.
TV. Yeah, it's just like you watch it because you hate it. Like, okay.
I mean, people instinctively like to suffer, so I guess it just adds on to a layer, right?
Going back to the Matrix, we always made these positive things, but the brain kept waking up. I believe that.
Yeah, the
Most
second
certainly.
people get bored, people don't like it. You know,
Well,
being miserable and facing challenges may be like daunting and terrible part of your life, but it's the only thing that makes you appreciate the good times. If it's all good times, it's just boring. Then you're just bored all the time. Then your brain starts making up dumb things like things you shouldn't be doing or that you shouldn't exist or you're not doing anything. Boredom sucks.
Oh, what did you say?
In one of these last
beautiful
characters,
red-
find a red stone. That's the fabled Philosopher's Stone, used to turn lead to gold, also apparently to produce the elixir of life, seek their immortality. Where is it? We need it.
Yeah, right here. Found
I
it.
sense Winston knows in here and thinks he'd use it as frequency as comments. He hasn't aged a day since 1996. Nice. This is all it is. Its whole wall is painted.
That's actually a really clever way of explaining how Lara Croft has not aged in any way.
I think people would be all over her on that. Then again, she's Lara Croft. She just deal with them. I'm gonna need a Psydoc's cheesecake brownie recipe.
Oh, cheesecake.
Have you ever had cheesecake brownie?
I've never made a cheesecake brownie, I don't think. I've made triple layer brownies, but not I could give it a try.
Right here at WBPL.
No, that's
We'll send the recipe over to Doctor Who. He'll make it.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's actually not a bad idea. Does he like to bake, or is he just doing the cooking?
Well, his cooking is half his meal prep for the weeks, but I think he likes to bake. He did a cake on one of his streams, actually.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
he does
Okay.
for Witchy Cakes, that game his friend made.
Because I was going to say that there is a difference between baking and cooking, and yeah, it's
Called
perfectly.
science.
I just like how organized and exact you have to be for baking. That's
No, you gotta do a pishnash of here and a little sap of that. And a little bit
that's
of
more cooking. That's
wow
why my
here.
parents are far better at it than I am. They're good with that. Me, I'm just like,
Psydoc, you
no,
ever
it
cook?
must be this.
Psydoc, ever have cookie brownies? Ever had cookie?
If you haven't ever eaten raw cookie dough, it's like, yes.
Yeah, of course. We're all salmonella.
Exactly. Cookie brownies.
I feel like it's just brownies.
Explain. Like, there's the layer underneath is a cookie, and then you just put stuff. Yeah, that's part of the triple layer one. That's what you mean.
Ooh, good one. I do make a mean broccoli cheddar soup. And a
That's
beef
awesome.
bowl and a break
If you could, bread bowl,
bread bowl.
breakable bread bowl, bread bowl. I do small
Oh, it said
things.
break ball. Thank God. I was like, am I having that bad of a head day that I can't read bread? No, it's he typed of break. So I'm assuming it's bread ball. Because you said bread ball.
Bread bowl.
I thought I stroked out that hard to where simple words aren't making any sense anymore.
What?
The brain shut it down. So
Shut it down.
you decide on what class you want to be yet? Yeah, I know. So I know we're waiting for Deb right now.
Just don't tell Deputy that, because then
I
he'll
won't,
just
I
feel.
won't. I'll just be like, Psydoc already has an idea. Don't worry about it.
Because the first question he's going to ask you is what other people are doing, because he'll try to fill in the gap, because he's good like that.
Well, just
Like,
tell me something
literally-
you don't want to play. Or no, that wouldn't work.
I won't be a druid.
You're not a druid.
I'm always
I
a
got it.
druid.
You're always a druid. They're cool.
I like being a druid, but it's just like I wanna.
A bard is a solid choice.
Yeah. I really was still thinking that. Warlock
Oh,
or
maybe
Necromancer.
AK likes tabletop games. He's an up late super guy, right?
I don't know. But you say he just keeps just singing just a babying. Blah 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 blah.
What?
Words.
What was that?
I think I'm might do the Necromancer route. Honestly, I'm not thinking it.
Well, the Necromancer route is not going to be a route you really think that it's not going to go. Because like I said, this isn't going to be combat. There's not going to be a lot of blood everywhere and a lot of bodies. It is cool to have the ability to animate the skeleton and make it walk its happy ass out. Yeah. But I don't think that's. I mean, but if you're a wizard, you have tons of spells. It won't really matter if you're necromancy because you could do it anyways. If you're like a cleric version or a warlock version, you have other goodies to help with that. But we have to sit down and see what kind of necromancer you want to be. Which I'm fine with the necromancer. I'm just saying, like, don't expect to have an army of skeletons for every job or anything like that.
Oh, I don't want that at all. I literally want it for like one meme where if we have to hide a body, I just make the body get up and walk away.
Yeah, you just straight nuke somebody because they caught on. And you have like a moment to alpha strike.
Oh, dude, I want a bag of holding that is like a body bag. That literally, the conversation we had about that was like, this is perfect.
The bag of holding, it keeps the body.
The bag of holding, yes, yes.
Animate the roast turkey at dinner, hell yeah. Become zombie turkey as people are trying to cut it. You're like, sorry, your cut doesn't hit the AC of the turkey.
You've lost control of the zombie turkey. Uh-oh.
Yeah. So AK, I'm planning on running just not a huge, like it's gonna, I don't want to say, I don't want to like pretend it's small. What's up?
What is the tone that you want to set for it?
Well, you are
The
heisters.
tone as in serious, comical, professional.
Do your job. Anything else doesn't matter.
Okay, that's our that would be our handler's purpose and motivation. Good.
It's gonna be Saturdays at. Might be a little bit too because his time zone's like 2 behind us. So it's 10 p.m. Mountain time, right?
I'm not. I'm still staying with the Mystery Science Theater thing. We gotta finish that.
Well, yeah. But what time does that usually end? Is that 9?
Oh, about 10:30. No, it starts at 8:30, ends at. Well, actually, no, it's about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So 8:30 to 9:30, 10. About 10. You're right.
Well, if it goes over, like, I'm not going to be a stickler. Like I said, we're going to try to adjust around everyone's schedule, but it's definitely going to be late night on Saturday because we're up.
Hell yeah, I love it.
And it'll allow the most amount of people for that shift.
That's perfect.
PM. So if it's a 10 p.m. Mountain Time, that's 8 p.m. your time, I believe, AK. Because you're 1 hour beyond EST. I think. Verify that, Psydoc.
I was gonna say that usually, well, there are places that are 2 hours behind us. Yeah.
He's in Alaska. 8 p.m.
Oh God, I don't know what.
If you could,
Mountain Standard Time versus Alaska.
sessions will be like 2 to 3 hours, AK. It's a short, not a short campaign, but it's a campaign built around doing like robberies and heists and break-ins and stuff. But not always maliciously. So it's like,
Can I be a kobold?
well, maybe actually, it might not be an issue. Small is nice for that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Well,
Actually, that's the question I should have asked. What races are we talking about?
Well, it's gonna take you all over the world, so like race is kind of iffy. But some places might be a little bit more. Why is a kobold here than other places?
Well, I mean, that's.
I'll get to it. But yeah, AK starts at 4. So it's 10 p.m. Mountain Time
So that would be
to
8 p.m.
1 a.m. Mountain Time,
So 11.
the latest. I know you're already up. I just was wondering if you wanted to do it because we have 3 players currently. I'm trying to run it for people I haven't ran for or I haven't ran for a long time, or people who are in games but can't get playtime.
Right.
You son of a bitch, I'm in. All right, cool. I'll add you to the channel after we're done with the weekend's end. We're almost done with this place, 60%. The roof is just going to be the longest, but we don't have to finish this round.
I want to keep everything on a nice, relaxed pace.
Yeah, nice, relax.
Weekends.
Weekend Zen. But it's going to be in 5e. I'm going to be it'll be essentially a quick campaign in the sense that is one job is one level. So you do a job, you gain a level, and then your rewards are most likely just going to be pick an item of your choice, and that's what you bring into the next mission. I love how you can wash life pictures. Yeah, I mean, they're waterproof. They've been through all of Egypt. That's a very watertight place to be.
I want to be an artificer.
An artificer? Those are pretty great.
I want to be an artificer. I just thought about it.
You know what? You're an artificer.
I want to make little gadgets and shit like that. Yeah.
I do love that. I do love that. We need a brains guy, and it's making devices. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. Okay. Huh.
Make little distraction toys. That's like something you do just racially or instinctively as a tinker, I think. Diggs, you are not going at Iraq's pace. Oh no, I'm hyperactive. This is my relaxed pace.
Oh no. So him doing a speedy thing is perfectly fine, but relaxed as in we're not saying, oh, we must do this. Like no.
Right.
We'll be
Right.
fine.
He's right. The roof is going to be the big one.
On fire. Yeah, you're right. It's the dinosaur. I just thought I heard like a kind of like a grating sound.
Yeah, I thought it
noise.
was grinding. Like, is there a closet over here going to another place, like flipping around?
Because the panel right by that button is interesting. Like, it is obviously different, but I think that just might be the idea of how we get in here.
Discovery Houston, prep to ATO.
Okay. Oh much we're getting paid for this one?
300.
Okay. We're being exposed to the idea of the Philosopher's Stone, a real living dinosaur, and the rest of it. I don't think we're going to live. I think she's going to kill us at the end of this.
We are going to do our job and know that totally not going to happen. Professional. They call me Bear Professional. The simple professional. How you got to there is so weird.
Professionals. Because I equate things to songs. That's how my brain does it.
So sing me your song about knowing all the bones in the hand.
Did I? Oh God. That
No?
So you mean just like in the wrist? I'll have to think about it because honestly, I mean, I can
There's a lot of bones in there.
I can list them off, but that's not quite a song. But there is
They're
like-
mnemonic devices?
mnemonic and rhymes for it that I can't remember.
Let's see. Pants Gang, barely professional. Oh, you wounded me, sir. The gentleman was supposed to bring balance to the force, not kill us with it.
But yes, there are a fair amount of little bones in there. They're not. It's not too many, but it's more than just saying femur or radius or ulna or fibula.
Good point. Sometimes you just gotta nuke it all from orbit and rebuild.
True. I do have some dances that I do for certain.
Really?
Yeah, for sensory dermatomes. I actually have one for the lower limb.
Doug Dimmerdomes?
Yeah. L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, S1, S2, and shake ass.
If you don't shake your ass, you not remember the rest of the song.
Exactly. You've got to shake the ass.
And you're in a room with like a patient, and you're just like, let me figure out which one's
Okay,
broken.
I don't
One
do
and
that.
2 and 3 and 4.
That's more for during exams.
I mean, you can
but-
charge extra if you did that. Entertainment package.
I'm an intern. I can't charge anything.
You can always
I can
charge
be
for
charged.
entertainment. You can always charge for entertainment. People will pay for good dancing.
Okay, I can talk about some really positive. I am with the most lovely preceptor ever. Like, he's brought me food. He's been there to support me through all of the things. Like, honest to God, he's made me tear up with how wonderful he is.
He goes,
And I'm not going to say that about my current supervisor. But no, just like an incredibly intelligent and nice and compassionate human being. And I could only say hi things and just like, oh yeah, there's been no complaint. Every patient has liked me and appreciated my style, and yeah, just
your
like,
style of dance.
oh yeah, totally. The dance was always a thing, but it's just like nice to hear that. Because honestly, you know how long it was for me just doing the academic side of medical school.
Oh,
That
was it?
one was
Wow.
just, yeah, it was. Very much exacerbated by COVID and online stuff. So now actually being able to provide what I actually want to do is a nice feeling. Yeah, so I'm very happy about that.
They better give you all the stars on Yelp.
That would be for him, but honestly. I would totally would. He's pretty awesome.
It's good to hear that. And,
Yeah.
you know, good coworkers or mentors are really what can, you know, save someone from... It's just good to have. Like, I would never work
Yeah.
a job where I didn't like anybody, no matter how much they were paying me. If I was trying to get into something and I needed people that, one, are enjoyable or also going to, like, determine my future, they better be fucking helping me. Unlikable.
There is parts of life where one must just bite one's tongue and survive to get through it.
Yeah.
But they're fewer
Care
than
to care.
So yeah, that's my positive. It's been really good, and roughly this is my last week. This gentleman. So I hope
This
it.
gentleman?
Gentleman. I'd never thought I would actually say that.
That's awesome, though. I'm glad that...
Yeah, no,
'cause it's making
it's
your
a-
experience better. You don't need to run into more hardship.
I'm learning so much more. We already have a hard enough time just learning all the material, so it's nice to be supported.
People who've learned it or can pretend to learn it good enough to get a degree.
Are we 204ing? What is that? What is 204?
No, we don't crash at 204. That's just deputy for some reason. I have no idea why. Although it does seem to be a repeatable thing. When I looked it up, like if you look up like on Google, stream crashes at 2 hours or 204, like specifically, like some people are 206, some are 202. There's actually a decent amount of people online that have that same issue when it comes to the stream. I don't know, so a lot of people blame their ISP for doing like a random like hiccup or test send. Some of them are like somehow the dedicated RAM or whatever was like also like, I don't know, maybe he's accidentally recording at the same time, so he's filling up his hard drive. He doesn't know it, and when it maxes out, it crashes. And then when it doesn't save the video because it crashed, and then it does it again. I mean, there's so many things that could be coming from that, but I do not know why Deputy stream crashes at 2:04 exactly every Monday. That's why we have the emote though.
And as for the cranial nerves, I know there are mnemonics for them, but I just visualize the person's head for when I have to do the cranial nerves, because the hard part of learning the cranial nerves is not when there's a fleshed human in front, but when they just give you a skull and what are the different fosses that the nerves come out of. Because there's a lot that just go to the tongue. The trigeminal nerve also covers a lot. So you can just confidently say those usually, and I'll be like, yeah, probably. Human body's pretty rigid on a lot of it. You just need to know that there are 12 cranial nerves, and then you just gotta...
What if you have like a couple extra? What if you have like 13 cranial nerves?
There probably are.
Are you
people
an
that
extra
have additional
human?
cranial nerves.
Alan probation, do you have extra cranial nerves?
Would Alan have... Alan, I wouldn't even want to guess what his physiology is like. I think he's... I kind of visualize his would be like Kif from Futurama, just like sponges, yeah, like spongy and...
Amy likes it.
Yeah. It's like gaseous bladders or something that keeps him going.
I was trying to watch Futurama like from the beginning, and I keep forgetting how old some of these shows are I'm trying to watch. And it's just like, yeah, you can see when they were rough before they established how hard or easy or how little we, little quality we required from our shows back then, and how vastly they improved as they went on. But man,
Yeah.
some of these shows had such hard starts that you go, I don't know how you got a second season.
Oh, Well, I mean, Futurama has what, one of the most storied histories of start, cancel, start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people did hand me skulls at times. Did bones for a while. It happened. The bears were often confused for humans at times.
Still are.
Yeah, exactly. Wasn't thinking it that way, but Mr. Bear.
I get that I always struggle when people just hand me a skull.
Hand me,
So
yeah, that's
random.
what I was referring to. It's just like, yeah, if someone just randomly hands me a skull, I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, chill, cool. I got a skull now.
Fascinating. Where did you get that? And don't drop it.
How you doing, Broken Gamer? Enjoying your new PC?
Because he's
Kicking
not a
some
broken
ass,
gamer
making it-
anymore.
I know, it was a present.
He needs to change his name. Because you're no
That's
longer
what-
the broken gamer.
He's good, he's fine. It's his call sign now.
Sometimes
Were
I
you not
just
going to
like-
be Psydoc?
I like proper branding.
Whoa.
I
Are
think
you
branding's
Dr. Psydoc? One day?
I am totally not even going to jinx myself on that. I become very superstitious.
Superstitious?
Very superstitious.
Very superstitious. Oh,
Oh God, I'm sorry. Duck. Oh yes, the new DuckTales. Well, I'll still take. I'll still keep Psydoc. Although I think I will proclaim that I'm no longer a quack at that point once I get a license.
I am a professional, and I cannot give you an opinion without you paying me. So,
Well, I mean that will be a certain thing because once you get your license, it's like even with my previous nursing license, it was always that. It's not my specialty. It's not that. I haven't seen you. There's
I
a lot
can't
of
diagnose. I could just recommend you what you can consider. But this is not legal. This is not medical advice. Yeah, gotta hit up all the. I'm not putting my ass online to help some random stranger.
I mean, when I say, can you just check in on someone? It's just like, no, because that literally is me now having to.
I mean, as a
Take
friend, not
responsibility.
like medically. I'm not saying, hey, I
Oh.
need you to go do suicide watch.
No, I know what you're saying, but just this is more like other doctors coming out. Yeah, can
Oh.
you just take a quick check-in and then chart that you observe the person? I was like, no. There's no quick about it.
Yeah, this isn't a. I checked his heart rate and he's good.
This is it's fine. I think that's kind of the standard we should always be striving for, is if you're going to say you've done something, you've actually done it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'll be tired.
I am too.
Today. Sorry about the low energy here, guys. It's been a long day. Done a lot today. We'll do a lot every day. So we're gonna keep on chugging. But
I
we
think we
may.
should wrap it on up there.
Yeah, we
Mr. Peaks.
might swing by this, finish this thing, and if there's nothing else after this, we'll have a second game plan. Maybe we'll look into that coffee talk game and see if it's multiplayer.
Oh,
I wouldn't mind running around in multiplayer, like Starbucks, serving drinks with you. Like, I need the eggnog. Hey,
yeah,
eggnog.
eggnog.
Maybe Shoots a Rogue 2 will be. I don't know.
Oh, I want Streets of Rogue 2.
Me too.
No. Do. Okay, I think this is actually our usual endpoint, anyways.
It's a little bit
9:45.
past it, but we let Rob run
It's
over, so I figure we'd go a little bit past just to like say hey. But I wanted to say, everybody out there, thank you so much for the support. for letting us see your wonderful faces come back every week. Von Frankenstein, the Digiman, Riven, Master Mayhem. Just good to see all of you.
Yeah.
If I didn't mention you or I didn't read your message, I'm sorry. I was distracted by multiple things, but I hope you had a wonderful week. And I hope your future this next week is also a wonderful week. And I can't wait to hear about it next week on The Weekend's End.
Oh, great. That's lovely.
So thank you guys so much. Make sure to take care of yourselves and get some sleep tonight and get ready for the week because you're going to make it through and we'll see you right back here. And every other, if you tune in for other shows as well. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.